Hey everybody, it's your girl Storytime, Miss Top on Deck. I hope you guys are having a great day, afternoon, and or evening whenever you guys are seeing this. So check it out. Today is the final chapter in my series called Day 5. Today's the 5th day. If you want to know all about what happened in Day 5, all you gotta do, stay tuned. Alright guys, so thank you so much for being back on deck. You guys already know I appreciate that. Without further ado, let's jump right in with one slight warning. Viewer discretion is advised. Derek was awakened out of his sleep to the gentle touch of hands caressing his chest. Hey baby, he moaned. What took you so long to get home? She asked, wrapping her legs around his waist as she sat on top of him. Derek peeked his eyes open to see Aisha wearing a red lace negligee that made all of his senses stand at attention. He excitedly gripped her around the waist. You sure you want this smoke? I've been waiting all day for this smoke, she replied while slowly grinding on his manhood. The two shared a sensual kiss, and his hands found their way to her round mounds. As the kissing intensified, he rolled her onto her back and watched lustfully as she spread her legs. He instinctively kissed her thighs and treasure before entering her love box. The heat in the room began rising, so Derek removed the covers as he got into a deep groove of stroking. Moans filled the air, his, hers, theirs. If he could just stay in the center of her moistness for the remainder of all eternity, he'd definitely be in a happy place. He felt her body tightening. Her nails found their way to his back as he stroked. His body began to tighten. Through labored breathing, he lifted her legs on top of his shoulders. They were losing control, and there was no going back now. Derek found euphoria deep in the crevices of Aisha's love box. He had no idea it would be for the last time. Aisha went into the bathroom and returned with a warm towel for Derek to wipe himself. Don't get up, she instructed. I'm going to grab us something to drink. Are you hungry? I could eat. A few minutes later, Aisha returned with cranberry juice on ice and 2 stacked turkey and provolone sandwiches on a croissant roll, which happened to be Derek's favorite. Is this your way of telling me I was putting it down just right? I didn't say all that, she blushed. The lovers enjoyed their meal and soon thereafter found rest in each other's arms. A few hours later, a thunderous beating at the door startled him out of his sleep. Open up, it's the police. The police, he repeated, waking up confused. Aisha, baby, where you at? Derek asked, stumbling to put his boxers and robe on. Open up now, or we'll kick the door in, they demanded. All right, I'm coming. Derek walked to the bathroom and kitchen looking for Aisha, and when he didn't find her, he quickly grabbed his cell phone before opening the door. To his surprise, in walked his mother with Priest John, accompanied by the police. Mama? John? What are y'all doing here this time in the morning? The police quickly began searching the apartment without saying a word to Derek. What's going on? He asked. Are you sure someone picked up his house phone? Priest John asked Derek's mom. Yes, I'm sure. Who would do something like this? She asked, neither party paying attention to Derek standing before them. Excuse me, who answered my damn phone? Derek began getting annoyed. Just then, the police officer returned from checking the house. Ma'am, there's no one here. I checked and every room is all clear. During times like this, it's normal for young kids to break in and burglarize houses they know are empty. Burglarize, he spat. What the hell do you mean no one is here? Here I am, Derek said, now standing face to face with the tall, slim officer. Thank you, sir, his mom said, walking the man to the door. No problem, ma'am. Please call us back if you have any other concerns. When the officer left, Derek watched without speaking, as he wasn't sure why he was being ignored. Derek, I don't know where you are, but I pray you made it home safely. Please take me home, John. When the two left, Derek paced back and forth and began replaying the past few days over in his head. Day 1. He visited Priest John and told him about seeing Aisha in the car accident. Day 2. Officer Beverly Clark called looking for Mr. Frambrell, but claimed she couldn't hear him when he answered the phone. Day 3. Dr. Adams told him the car accident was bad and all over the news. That same day, he ran into the truck driver crying about hitting Aisha's car, saying he didn't see her coming. Day 4. He went to the hospital room to see Mama Pearl, and no one acknowledged his presence. Day 5. His mom and Priest John came to his house with an officer and treated him as if he weren't there. The air began to get thick. It felt as if the room began to spin. Derek went into the kitchen to grab water and was thrown off by the loud purring of his cat, Bubbles. After taking a couple long swigs of water, Bubbles began meowing loudly. "Hey girl, what's wrong?" he asked. Bubbles began circling an area a few feet away from him and hissing, "Sssss! Do you see something, girl?" he asked. Out of nowhere, Aisha walked up to him and put her arms around his waist. No, baby, this isn't real," he began stuttering while lightly pushing Aisha back from him. "Well, of course it's real, and it always will be as long as you refuse to wake up." "Wake up? What are you talking about?" "We can't keep doing this, Derek. It's time to move on. You gotta wake up," she said with authority. I'm up, he began to panic. "Wake the fuck up!" she screamed, now throwing pillows at him. In the distance, he could hear the sounds of oxygen machines getting louder and louder, mixed with the noises of the emergency room. "End this, Derek! Wake up!" Aisha screamed, a final time quickly advancing on Derek as he backed away. "Clear!" He could hear the doctor scream as he hovered over him, while watching him use shock treatment to attempt to restart his heart. His mom, Priest John, and Miss Pearl all stood in the hospital waiting room as instructed by the doctor once Derek had come out of his coma. All of a sudden, everything became clear. Derek remembered that night Aisha and himself went out for their anniversary. When it was over, they decided they wanted extra dessert, so they took a quick run to Walmart to grab Cool Whip. On the way home, he mistakenly drove down a one-way street and they were in a terrible accident where Aisha was killed on impact and Derek was cut from the car and remained in a coma for the past 5 days. The truth became too much. Now overwhelmed with emotions, Derek ran to his mother's arms and began hugging her, crying. "Derek, I can feel you, baby. I love you. It's okay to go. It's okay to let go now. I know you're hurting and confused," his mother said while tears fell from her eyes. Unexpectedly, he began to smell a sweet scent, one like his grandmother used to make when he was a little boy. As if being pulled in another direction, he followed his nose. Just around the corner, he walked into the warm embrace of his deceased grandmother, who passed away a year before him. "Come on, baby. Everything's gonna be all right now," his granny said, extending her hand. On the other side of her stood Aisha, wearing a beautiful yellow sundress with a daisy in her hair. She looked more radiant than he remembered her looking. "Thank you for waking up," she said while extending her hand with a warm smile. 5 days. All right, guys, that's all I have for you guys for today. That ends my mini-series called 5 Days, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell anyone and everyone, your girls out here story timing and telling you guys, actually just concluding my series 5 days. Let me know your thoughts. Light up the comments. Was this a surprise ending for you? Did you guys see this coming? If not, what did you guys think was going to happen at the end of 5 days? I'd love to hear about that. I will be in the lab working on a new series sometime soon. I don't know. But I appreciate you guys watching. If you want to sponsor this Storytime, dance over to Cash App, put in $ your favorite besties, and I would really appreciate that. So thank you guys so much for being on deck. I appreciate it. Like I always say, there's always another story to be told. But for now,